How many times have you looked up at the sky and asked yourself, why me? How many times have you prayed, hoped, desired something with all your heart and got nothing? How many times, despite your efforts, things seem to go the opposite way you would like? Have you ever felt alone, abandoned, as if the universe were deaf to your requests? If you answered yes to at least one of these questions, then this story is for you. You should know that the universe, or the God you believe in, depending on your religion, is always ready to help you, as long as you know how to ask for what you need. There is a secret language, a universal code that allows you to communicate with the divine and obtain its guidance, its support, its blessing. And if you stay until the end of this video, you will discover the evidence that the universe is listening and responding to you, and you will have the keys to using the power of intention to manifest your desires. So make yourself comfortable and stay until the end, because you will know how to recognize the signs and messages that the divine sends you, and how to overcome trials and difficulties by transforming them into opportunities for growth. But before continuing, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications to stay up to date. The scent of incense mingled with the cool morning breeze that blew through the temple's towering cedars. The pilgrims, a mosaic of faces from all over, sat in silent contemplation, enveloped in the sacred atmosphere of the place. At their feet, Master Ryoshin, with his saffron robe and weathered face, emanated an aura of peace and wisdom. His eyes, deep as ancient wells, seemed to guard the secrets of the universe. Welcome. Ryoshin began with a warm and enveloping voice. Welcome to this place of quiet, where the spirit can find rest. Whatever religion you are, whether you are Buddhist, Catholic, Shintoist, or follow another belief, what I will speak to you about today is valid for everyone, because it concerns the very essence of your being, your soul, your will. Today, I will talk to you about the divine, or if you prefer, the universe, and how it has a perfect plan for each of you. Everything that happens, happens for a reason, and if we learn to listen, to ask in the right way, we can get what we want and live a peaceful and fulfilling life. A young man, looking skeptical, came forward. Master, he said, how can we be sure that this divine is really listening to us? There is so much suffering in the world, so much injustice. Ryoshin nodded understandingly. I understand your doubts, young friend, but I assure you that the universe listens to us always. We just have to learn to speak its language to understand its signs. Here are 10 reasons, 10 proofs that the divine is at our side, ready to help us straighten out what is wrong and to attract more positive things to us than negative ones. The law of cause and effect. Every action we take, every word we utter, every thought we formulate generates a ripple that propagates through the universe, like a stone thrown into a pond. If we sow kindness, we will reap kindness. If we nourish anger, anger will consume us. Remember the story of the young samurai who, blinded by anger, killed an innocent man. Remorse tormented him throughout his life until, thanks to an encounter with a wise monk, he understood that true strength lies in self-control, in compassion. The divine reminds us that we are responsible for our choices and their consequences. The power of intention. What we desire with all our heart, what we focus our energy on, tends to manifest in our lives. The universe responds to the strength of our intentions, like a magnet attracts iron. Think of a young woman who ardently wanted to become a musician. Despite the difficulties, she never gave up. She continued to study with passion, to visualize her success. And in the end, her determination was rewarded. She became a world-famous violinist. Do you want peace? Cultivate peace within yourself. Do you want love? Be loving. Synchronicity. Have you ever thought of an old friend and then suddenly received a phone call, or longed for a book and found it by chance in a stall? These are not simple coincidences, but synchronicities, signs that the universe is guiding us, showing us the way. Like when a farmer, in despair over the lack of rain, prayed fervently to the God of the sky. The next day, a solitary cloud appeared on the horizon and brought the long-awaited rain. Sometimes, you just need to know how to observe, to open your heart to the messages that the universe sends us. Intuition, that inner voice that whispers to us what to do, that gut feeling that pushes us in one direction rather than another, is intuition, the compass of our spirit. It is the voice of the divine that speaks to us, that guides us towards our happiness. A merchant about to embark on a ship loaded with precious goods was struck by a dark premonition. Ignoring the insistence of his associates, he decided not to leave. That night, a storm hit the coast, sinking the ship and its precious cargo. Intuition had saved the merchant's life. The trials, the difficulties, the challenges that life places before us are not punishments, but opportunities for growth, like a stern teacher who pushes his students to give the best of themselves. They are trials that the divine subjects us to temper us, to make us stronger, to help us discover our true potential. Think of bamboo, which for the first 7 years grows underground, seemingly immobile. Then, suddenly, it emerges from the ground and in a few months reaches incredible heights. Those 7 years of apparent inactivity were fundamental for the development of its roots, for its strength and resistance. In the same way, the trials we face prepare us to flourish, to reach our full potential. The teachers, the people we meet on our path, those who inspire us, who support us, who challenge us, are all teachers sent by the divine to help us evolve, learn, grow. They can be parents, friends, spiritual teachers, or even people we meet by chance and who leave an indelible mark on us. Like the wise old man who met an arrogant young prince and taught him humility and compassion through a series of tests and teachings. Every meeting, every relationship can be a precious opportunity to learn and grow. Miracles, those extraordinary events, those incredible coincidences that defy all logic, are miracles, tangible manifestations of divine love and power. Like the inexplicable healing of a terminally ill patient, or the chance encounter that changes the course of a life. Miracles remind us that the universe is a magical place, full of infinite possibilities. Gratitude. The more we are grateful for what we have, the more the universe gives us. Gratitude opens the heart to abundance, joy, serenity. It is like a river that flows freely, which brings with it prosperity and well-being. A rich man, dissatisfied with his life, met a beggar who, despite having nothing, radiated joy and serenity. The beggar taught him the value of gratitude, the ability to appreciate the little things, the gifts of nature, the love of others. From that day on, the rich man changed his way of seeing the world and found happiness. Prayer and meditation. Prayer and meditation are powerful tools to connect with the divine, to express our desires, to listen to its voice. They are sacred moments in which we open ourselves to the guidance of the universe, like a navigator who relies on the stars to find the route. Through prayer and meditation, we can calm the mind, open the heart, and receive inspiration and wisdom. Faith. Faith. is the unshakable confidence that the divine has a perfect plan for us, even when we cannot understand it. It is the certainty that everything happens for a reason, that every experience, positive or negative, leads us towards our fulfillment. Like a seed that, buried in the darkness of the earth, has faith in the light of the sun and in its ability to germinate. Faith supports us in difficult moments, gives us the strength to move forward, to overcome obstacles, to realize our dreams. Ryoshin concluded his speech with a bright smile. Have faith, my dear ones. Have faith in the divine and its perfect plan. Listen to your intuition, follow the signs, and your life will be filled with joy, love, and meaning. The pilgrims stood up, their faces radiating gratitude and hope. Master Ryoshin's words had touched their souls, awakening in them hope and confidence in the future. But before they could disperse along the mountain path, a young woman with tears in her eyes stepped forward. "Master," she said in a trembling voice, "your words have touched my heart. But how can I have faith when life has taken everything from me? My husband died a year ago, and I feel lost, without purpose." Ryoshin placed a hand on her shoulder, a fatherly gesture. "Dear daughter," he said softly, "pain is a deep wound, I know. But even in the greatest pain, the divine is present. Death is a part of life, as night follows day. Your husband now rests in the peace of nirvana, but his love remains with you in your heart. And the universe, in its infinite wisdom, has in store for you new opportunities for happiness, new paths to travel." The woman wiped away her tears, a glimmer of hope shining in her eyes. "Thank you, Master," she whispered. Ryoshin turned again to everyone present. "My dears, do not be afraid to ask for help from the divine. Express your desires, your fears, your hopes. Do it with sincerity, with humility, with trust. And remember, the answer may not come immediately or in the form you expect. But the universe listens to you always, and at the right time, it will guide you towards your happiness." As the pilgrims walked along the path, Master Ryoshin's words still echoed in their minds. The sun, now high in the sky, illuminated the valley, painting the woods a thousand shades of green. A sense of peace and renewed hope pervaded their hearts. Each of them carried with them a seed of wisdom, a seed planted in the fertile soil of faith, destined to sprout and flourish in their lives. Among them, an old man with a staff in his hand and a slow pace smiled to himself. He had traveled long to listen to the teachings of Master Ryoshin, and now he felt reconciled with life, ready to face the challenges ahead with serenity and confidence. "The divine has a perfect plan for me," he thought, "and I rely on its guidance." And as the sun set behind the mountains, painting the sky with fiery colors, the pilgrims scattered along the paths, carrying with them the light of hope and the wisdom of Master Ryoshin. Their lives would still be filled with joys and sorrows, successes and failures. But now they knew that they were not alone, that the universe accompanied them on their path, ready to help them realize their destiny, to live a life full of meaning and love.